Good morning, currency kings and queens. Welcome back with another brief chart review for this morning. It is 7:10 a.m. my time, and it is January the 29th on a Wednesday. Just to bring to your awareness about the charts for today, the news concerning the charts today. We have some red folder news around market open a little bit after 9:15. And 9:45, that's with the GBP and the CAD. And we also have some 10:30 CAD news, that's red folder, and some 2 o'clock USD news. So just be aware of that while you're trading today. Lots of red folder news. Some of us thrive off of it, and some of us just actually stay away from the chart. So whatever you do, just be aware that we have news that's being released throughout the day. And let's get into the charts. Okay, y'all have to excuse me. I started over with the different color scheme for my charts. I don't know if I like it or not, but it helps my eyes. So that's kind of why we're on this chart. But let's see what we have for today for GJ. GJ on a daily time frame is still trending. And I don't think it knows what trend it's in. Because right now, as we can see, we have a trend line here. Let's change the color of it so we can see it. That would help a lot. Let's mark it here. And then change the color. Let's change it to white. Okay, so we have the trend line here. That's trending. It's trending and respecting these trend lines. But if you can see, there was a push down, a strong push down. This is on the daily, y'all. So we just keeping this in mind while we're doing our trades. So say for instance, we have a daily uptrend. We have a push down. Remember, it takes a full day for these candlesticks to form. So we're just looking at the patterns. This is kind of like the behind the scenes thing. Since we trade intraday, we're trying to see if it's filling gaps or what it's doing. But as we can see, we have some imbalances here that it may have been going up to try to fill. We don't know if this is going to push back down from the original trend, or if it's going to go all the way up here and meet the supply zone here, or break through the resistance or the high and start something new. So we're keeping an eye on that, but for right now, it's kind of just doing its thing. It's staying within a certain range and not really breaking it at all. When we drop down to the 4-hour chart, not much of a huge difference, but it is respecting the trend line. We want to see how it reacts to these areas. As we can see here on the 4-hour, there is I don't know why these are all black. It's tripped out. So we want to see if it's going to respect this area or push up, and then we'll look at this area. And then as far as for support, we'll look at this here. I'd put it here in this range. And then we'll start looking at whether it'll break the trend line or not. So, I mean, with GJ, even if you drop down to the 15-minute, I don't see anything that's saying, hey, hop in. You could even get a few pips. I would just stay out of it because it's really just on a larger scale, just ranging. So you can really lose money with a ranging market if you do not know how to trade it properly. There is a way to trade it, but if you don't trade it properly, it'll just keep going back and forth and hitting your stop loss or taking your money. So make sure you know what you're doing. That's for GJ for today. I'm just gonna wait and watch. I don't know if that's a head and shoulders pattern. I wouldn't really call it that, but let's see. Yeah, I wouldn't really call it a head and shoulders type pattern. It's just doing its thing. It's ranging. And there's no rhyme or rhythm why it's doing what it's doing. So just pay close attention to that. I wouldn't call it an up or a down trend right now. I would just watch it. So let's move on to odd USD. The Aussie dollar. Same thing with the market on there. UJ and EU. Yeah, so we have a double top here. It hit it twice, so it may be getting ready to go down and hit those imbalances from there. It's trending below the moving average. Today, I would say, especially on a Wednesday, because after analyzing and journaling, I noticed that on Wednesdays, I kind of don't do as well as I typically do in the market all the other days. So if I don't see anything on Wednesdays, I don't really try and trade it if I don't see anything first part of the morning. So I think for today, I'm just going to wait and watch. We have a lot of things economically that's going on, especially with the president making new orders and everything. So the US dollar is heavily affected. It's been a while since I've traded my baby, which is gold. And of course, it's always doing its thing. For gold here now, this is a Head and Shoulders if I've ever seen one. So there's one here. I don't know how to draw. There's a head, and these are the two shoulders.
And the twin loves you.
One right there, and one right here. So those are Head and Shoulders patterns. Those are typically what I would look for if I was looking for Head and Shoulders. And here it is right here on gold. Gold never fails to disappoint me though. I like gold. I like it a lot. And due to the regulated and unregulated situation that I'm kind of weighing out myself, I've kind of just stuck with the regulated brokers now because of all the stuff that happened with a few of the prop firms and brokers when I was trading unregulated. So I've kind of tried to see the regulated side. Yeah, it's gonna be a slower move up for your investments, but it's well worth it in peace of mind knowing that your funds you won't wake up and they be gone or something crazy happens and you can't do anything about it. So I'm really at ease with trading regulated. It's just like a slow, gradual process, really. Gold, man. When I was trading gold, y'all, I was on my game. So my thing now is I'm trying out a new broker right now that's unregulated, just to be able to do daily transactions and pull it off. Daily transactions, pull it off. Daily transactions, pull it off. It's not really an investment to where I let grow over time and sit in my account. Now, I wanted to also bring something up to you while looking at gold. You see here, there's a low here, but look at this new low here. There is a lower low right here. So even with the Head and Shoulders on the 4-hour, we have a low right here, but this new low kind of broke the trend line and is kind of doing what it does. So I'm looking at this like, oh wow. So I may, because I have this new broker, try the new broker out for today on this. We have a new low. We have a Head and Shoulders pattern. We have it closing below this trend line. What it's doing right now is indicative of a continued push down on the larger time frame. If we drop down, we can see that it's closing and it's starting to trend below that area. We have a ceiling here. I mean, this is like a textbook, y'all. You see how many times it tried to push up, 1, 2, 3, and then it has the push down. And then we have this imbalance. It's probably going to go and fill. And this is on the 5 minutes. So I'm looking at gold maybe starting to trend down till about this area here. Or you can be super diligent and try to see if it'll trend below that area. So if y'all are looking at gold for today, there may be some potential. Keep an eye on it, see if I'm right. I'm not always right, but I can be right a lot of times. But that's pretty much all I've got, y'all, with the news. We have some USD news. And I just wanted to come on this morning and talk your ear out and see what your trades look like for today. See how the market is looking on your end according to your strategy. Remember, there's no one way to do trading. Trading is something that's personal. It's something that each individual may see different things through their lenses because everybody's trained different. Everybody's studied different and pick up on different cues in the market depending on how much practice and how much time you've had in the market. So there's no one way to trade. Just because something doesn't look right to you as far as what you're used to doesn't mean that it's wrong. If we're all in the market making investments and making investment decisions, just respect each other's ability to do so. But that's pretty much all I've got for you. Thank you for listening, and until next time, peace.